So I thought I'd make a quick vlog, and I'm really bored tonight, so I just do what I normally do, you know. Well, I don't normally do it, I do a lot of things normally, but one of the things I normally do is window shop online. So I put a lot of stuff in my Amazon cart, and then I took some out, and I put some in, and anyway, it's not everything I want. It's just I was in the mood to change my style a little, like change it all up. So if you want to take a look at what I put in my Amazon cart, you can find it on Blogster. It's my latest post. Anyway, so what else? Hmm. It's just it's just a boring night. I was able to do my hair differently. It's the same as before with the hair up, but it's kind of thinner, not going everywhere, and it has this in front. So I thought that was a nice little change. I wore this part down yesterday, but it looked a little bit or today I should say. Today and yesterday. Anyway, it looked weird with the bun in the back. So I had hair just like from here to here, and hair from here to here, and the rest was in a bun. So I don't know. It seemed a little odd to me, so I put it up. Anyway, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to finally untangle my hair. Uh, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I will do it. I just have to get brave enough to do it. And, I don't know. We'll see. That picture does always come to the back of my mind. So, I don't know. So, anyway, I started watching, I was up last night, and I started watching the events for Queen Elizabeth's funeral when it first came on. And then I became sad when they were in the Abbey, in the first Abbey. Uh, I became very sad. And so I turned off the TV and went to sleep. And the next day, which was today, I didn't look on TV to see any highlights. I just looked on YouTube and I saw the part where they were lowering her body, her casket into the vault, and that was so sad. It was so very sad, especially when the piper played. It was so sad. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, it was beautiful and moving if you're into funerals, but that's so sad. It was so, so sad. I don't like funerals. I remember when my father died at his funeral. Well, it wasn't a funeral because he was cremated, but they sang uh the song. I don't remember all the words. I'll have to look up the song, and if I can, I'll post the link. But it's adios, adios, adios. But anyways, it kept saying goodbye in the lyrics, and I'm like, and it was so very sad. So very sad. So I don't like funerals. I don't like funerals at all. They depress me. They're so sad. Wakes are sad. Everyone's so upset. And, people, it's so sad. I know you have to be there for the people, so that they have some support. But it's really sad. Anyway, so I didn't watch much of the funeral proceedings, just those two parts. and I don't want to watch anymore. I think it's sad. I think the whole thing was sad. And now, the country, I don't know when, well, the country's in mourning. I mean, it was a great loss for not only for the UK, but also for the rest of the world. She was that big. She was that big and that well, I don't, well, she was that big. And, beloved throughout the world. So, rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. You know, the words that they said at the inter is it in yeah interment uh were beautiful. They were beautiful. They read some Bible scripture, and then they said words, and they're always nice. It was a beautiful, beautiful, touching moment, but very sad. Very, very sad. So, and the bagpipe, I mean, oh, it just broke my heart. It just broke my heart. It was beautiful music, but it just broke my heart. The way he just walked out, and then you could barely hear him, and it kept going. Oh, it was so sad. So sad. I guess that's history. She's going to be known throughout the rest of history. So, she leaves a nice legacy behind. So, my condolences to the royal family and to everyone who loved her in the UK. Anyway, so I just had to say that. And now I want to say, I I made carnitas Saturday night. I made carnitas, and I used a recipe. The recipe would have turned out okay. It's just that I used one substitution. So I cannot say it was the recipe. I substituted chicken stock for chicken bouillon. Chicken bouillon in water. I thought I had chicken stock. I thought I had all the ingredients, and I thought I had chicken stock, but I must have thrown it out. And I didn't think it was that old. I thought, well, I have chicken stock because I usually pick some up. Anyway, chicken stock and chicken broth. So instead of chicken stock, I used water with a bouillon cube. And trust me, the carnitas were not that great. So if it was that, then, it was my own fault. Plus, I didn't use the amount of meat called for. And not because I didn't have it. The cut of meat I had was bigger and was more than what the recipe called for. But my Dutch oven was a lot smaller, so I couldn't fit all the meat in the Dutch oven. So, problem after problem. Anyway, the carnitas, I just felt bad because, well, at least I didn't spend that much money on it. I had most of the ingredients. I only had to buy an orange and the meat. And the meat, as I said before, was on sale. 4.75 pounds of pork shoulder for 357, 359, something like that. So, I guess I can't complain too much. I did eat it, and I was fine. I didn't get sick to my stomach, and people ate it, but it wasn't that good. It really wasn't. I needed more salt. I needed to balance the flavors a little better, and I think it was the bouillon and the fact that I didn't use enough meat that I didn't use enough meat. So, anyway. So that was my little carnitas experience. And then, after I finished cooking, I realized I didn't have my grandmother's mandil on. Maybe that was it because she cooked Mexican food and, I didn't have the mandil on. So I have to make sure the next time I try to cook American or any type of cuisine, I have that mandil on because, you know, keep her memory alive. I want to keep her memory alive. And really, the only memories I have, I don't have, well, the only memories, I don't even have, well, I met my great grandmother a couple of times, but she had dementia. So, you know, um, and she was being taken care of by other people. So I didn't really get that close to her. Anyway, but the only things I know about my great grandmother is how hard she worked to support the 5 women and her 5 daughters after her son and her husband were killed in the Mexican Revolution. And she worked so hard and she sold candy she made it at home and she sold it in the plaza. You know, and from what I know, from what I can remember my mother telling me, someone who owned a shop in the plaza was kind enough to her to let her put a table up in front of his shop. That's how she could be in the plaza. Because with 5 daughters and trying to make ends meet with selling candy? I don't know. Is it from what my mother tells me? It wasn't very easy for her, and once they got married, it was fine. So I don't know. I don't know. And I know feminists are gonna complain about that, but that was way back when in the early. Hold on a minute. My grandmother was born in the early 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s. So that's the way it was, you know. So I don't know, but women did depend on men back then, and in many countries they still do. And I'm not gonna say anymore because I'll get in trouble. I don't want to say anymore. Anyway, so oh yeah, so I wish I had something of my great grandmother's. I wish I had something, but I don't have anything. I have my grandmother's mandil, and there's some of her clothes still here, but they're I don't think I would wear any of them. They're not my style. And I don't know. I don't know. But she was very, very kind. Well, she was kind, and she was also very particular about her appearance. I mean, she never left the house without lipstick on. Never. She always had her lipstick on. She always, fixed her hair. She always, you know, just made sure she looked appropriate before she left the house. So, I don't know. Everything I went through changed that for me. I looked so terrible leaving the house so many times. Anyway, but that is my grandmother, and I wish I had remembered to wear her mandil. Her apron. So, but I didn't. Let's see. I can't think of anything else I want to talk about. I was just bored. So I jumped on here, but I did want to say something about Queen Elizabeth because, she was just that important to the world. I think she had a life well lived. I don't know if I'm stealing that quote from someone. I hope not. But if I am, then I apologize, or let me know who you are so I can give you credit. But whoever said that quote first, they get the credit. I'm just repeating it. Okay. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to end this vlog, and I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. Alright, bye.